Chris, I want to buy a house. I want to move. Currently own a home, and I don't want to be homeless in the process. How do we go about doing that? Question that I'm getting asked a lot right now. There's a lot of people after COVID and being at home, working from home, having more kids, making more money at their jobs. All these different scenarios, right, are making it so that people want to move up. They're done with their first home. They want to get into that second home, something that they can see themselves in for a long time, but they're struggling with how to do that, how to bridge that gap on how to go from home A to home B. Let's talk about that today. But first, I've got to ask, what do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account? Prime mates. While we cover these options today as far as what you can do to get from home A to home B without being homeless in between, I am going to go over these fairly quickly. I don't want to spend a lot of time on them because in all honesty, everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different goals. They have different, situations as far as how many kids they have, when they've got to be in the new home, are they doing new construction, are you looking for existing, all sorts of variables on this, right? So we're going to go over the basics today and be like, okay, here are the options. But again, I would love to just sit down with you one-on-one, talk about your goals, what you want to focus on to make sure that we accomplish what you're looking for. So one thing that some agents are still recommending, I don't know why they are because it's a huge waste of time to be completely honest, is saying, well, let's go out and find the home you want to buy. Let's go find the home you want to buy. Then we'll make an offer on it and we'll make it contingent on you selling your home, and then we'll go back and we'll sell your house. Today's market, 2021, doesn't work. Just does not work. Sellers are looking for offers with the least amount of contingencies possible. And if you have a contingency that says it's contingent, your offer is contingent on selling a home, it's not going to work. The seller's just not even going to look at your offer. So that's a no-go. We don't want to do that. The other option, though, the other options are you can do a bridge loan. Bridge loans allow you to live in your current home. I've got some companies that allow you to live in that current home for up to a year. They will buy the house from you, let you live in it for up to a year. You then, in the meantime, are looking for that new home. Once you find the new home, you move to that. We sell the old home at that point. You get whatever equity is remaining above what you paid off your first mortgage for on this house. You move into the new house. We wrap it all up in this nice bundle and you're done, right? That one's nice if you need a long time, or if you're somebody who's like, hey, I need certainty. I need to make sure that I'm not homeless. I'm not willing to take any sort of risks. This has to be a guarantee. Bridge loans are a good option, but with certainty comes a price. So there are fees associated with those loans. They are usually a higher interest rate. But again, if you're the type of person that's like, I'm not willing to take a risk, we've just got to do this, that's an option for you. We can do that. We can help you with that. The other option, one that I'm doing a lot right now, is selling a home, putting it on the market, getting it under contract quickly, closing in 30 days. So from the day we go on the market to the day that you get your money, 30 days, money is in your bank account. And then from that 30-day close, I'm getting you an additional 60-day lease back. So from the day we go into the market to the day you've got to be moved out of the house, we've got 90 days. 90 days is plenty of time to get you moved into the new house. I'm super confident that I can help you do that and meet that timeline. I just helped a seller do that a couple weeks ago. They're moving into a new construction home. They called me up and said, Chris, the home's going to be done in a few months. We don't know whether we should list now or if we should wait and list later. But then what if we don't sell it in time and we have all these problems and we can't close on the new house? Now we've got all these fees that were being accrued by the builder. I was like, we got this, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you. We'll get it taken care of. We put their home under contract. We got a 45-day close. We got a 60-day lease back, just like I told them we would get. The other option, though, that is a good one if you can do it, is to find temporary housing. It's not fun to move twice, but it's a heck of a lot less stress if you don't have some sort of time frame that you're working against. So if you have friends, family members, or you've got access to a month-to-month rental, that is a good option as well. Sell your house, know exactly how much money you're going to get, know what you're going to walk away with, know what you're going to be pre-approved for on the next house, move into the temporary housing, and then take the next step of finding the new house that you're going to move into. Nobody wants to move twice. Packing and moving isn't fun, but it is another option that provides certainty. You take stuff one step at a time, you know what's going to happen. The only downside really to that is moving twice, as well as sometimes you're going to end up having to get a storage unit and accrue some extra fees on that as well. But ultimately, like I said, it's going to have way less stress. Lastly, the option that is the best, in my opinion, if you're capable of doing it, is carrying 2 mortgages. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, why in the world would I carry 2 mortgages? There's no way I'm doing that. But listen to this, hear me out. If we put your current home on the market, we get it under contract, and we have a 60-day lease back option, we've got plenty of time that I know we're not going to have to carry 2 mortgages. You won't have to make double payments. I can help you do that. I can make sure that we get the money, we make a strong enough offer, and we find you the next house that you love, that you're not going to have to make double payment. That's everybody's fear, right? You don't want to have to make a double mortgage payment. I would be scared of that as well, but I know we can get you into that next house without having to do that. So again, if you guys have any questions, if you want to talk about this further and get really in depth with your scenario, give me a call, send me an email, send me a DM, whatever you're most comfortable with. Let's get an appointment on the calendar. We can do it by phone, Zoom, in person, whatever you prefer. And let's talk about how we can get you from home A to home B.